How to find cheap women's designer clothing. All fashionable women who wish to look elegant and contemporary, they seek to own designer clothing. However, it can be a bit of a challenge to find cheap designer clothing. Who cannot afford designer fashion will obviously look for ways to get some pieces of cheap designer clothes. Here are some ways to get cheap women's designer clothing. A. Check Craigslist. B. Get cheap women's designer clothing at designer outlet malls. C. Find cheap women's designer clothing online. Check Craigslist. You can find cheap women's designer clothing by checking Craigslist for a listing of garage sales. Garage sales are most likely to choose designer clothing. Everyone knows about the posh areas of town where people are probable to have costly clothing. So you can get cheap designer clothing from garage sales in those areas of town. You must check out these garage sales and you will be sure to find some great buys. Get cheap women's designer clothing at designer outlet malls. Another way is to find cheap women's designer clothing by shopping at designer outlet malls. Designer outlet malls offer designer clothes at a discounted price at these special sales. You can also get cheap women's designer clothing when you buy off-season. For instance, you may get really good deal on a designer jacket at the end of the winter season. While you may not need the jacket for a while, you will get a great deal and save money. Actually, this is a good way to buy designer clothes at a discounted price. Find cheap women's designer clothing online. You can get cheapest but authentic women's designer clothing by exploring the web and find fashionable and trusted online retailers. You'll be happy to select any from them with the stiff competition because of the growing number of sites that offer great deals for designer clothing. To find their cheapest but authentic designer clothes, you can easily sign up for their best deals. Online designer consignment stores have plenty of supplies with slightly used and new designer products for women. Check the web. These sites that will provide regular giveaways featuring their new merchandise from various designers when you become a member, and these are beneficial for you especially if you want the latest trend and style. www.extremeemma.co.uk. and sell women's designer clothing at cheapest prices.